I met a boy from Iran.
Okay.
That's really cool, and a lot of people. So I
Nice.
don't know. Yes, I don't know where to start.
Okay. Just a lot of really cool people. That's great. Um, okay. And Ksenia, welcome to class as well. How's it going with you?
Everything is fine as usual. Thank you.
Okay. So fine is good. Yeah, what have you been up to all weekend? Anything exciting?
Mm, Tomorrow we had a really bad weather. It was almost hurricane. It was very strong wind, and
Okay.
it was heavy rains for 3 times. And every time I was on the street, so it was not very good day in with me and the weather because I
Okay.
was under the rain. How to say if I was under the rain, so I'm not wet or wet.
I got caught in the rain?
I got caught on the rain,
In the rain.
in the rain. Yes.
Uh, all right. You started by saying tomorrow. Um,
Oh my God, is my problem. Yeah. Today.
today the weather. Okay.
Yes, today.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm sorry you got soaked, and I'm sorry the weather was bad. Um, hopefully it's better tomorrow. Um, yeah, I can keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And this might be all of us for now, at least. So I guess we can start on today's class. We're going to be talking about disasters. Oof. Also, I don't know if any of you guys reserved the next class. I'm pretty excited about this story. It's like an interesting one. Um, so yeah, hopefully you can make that. I think the three of you would like it. It's a weird one, or there are a weird number of stories. But let's start out with this, and let's have Anna Catalina. Can you read the title and the next lines?
Disasters. Today we will read about different disasters, practice role plays, and read some comics.
Can you repeat this word?
I know. Roll.
Good. Yeah, role plays. Um, okay. And nice. Um, Carlos, welcome to class. Carlos, how's it going? Carlos? Okay. Anna Carolina, can you ask Julieta? Oh, yeah. Can you ask Julieta the first question, Anna Carolina?
Julieta, what
Hmm.
are some different kinds of disasters? Mm, okay, we can have natural disasters and mankind. Mankind? Manhand? Mm, handman? I don't know. Man,
Man-made.
man-made disasters.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. So natural disasters and man-made disasters. What are the different types?
A natural disaster can be a earthquake, and a man-made disaster can be a nuclear bomb.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Um, Anna Catalina, we would say a zombie apocalypse instead of an apocalypse zombie. Um,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. And we also have Wilson. Wilson, what's up?
Hello, everything's okay, and you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. Um,
Okay.
it's been a little while since I've had you in class, but I have had you in class, correct?
Yes, yes. Okay, I think 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, perfect. And good. Yeah, like I said, welcome to class. Julieta, can you ask Ksenia the next question?
Xenia, have you ever been in a disaster?
Mm, no, I haven't ever been in a disaster.
Okay, never been in a disaster. Do you know anybody who's been in a disaster?
Mm, no, I don't think so. Because it's very rare in Russia, and I don't know anyone from there in other country.
I don't know anyone from other countries.
From other countries?
Okay, yeah. Can you think of any disasters that have happened in Russia?
I think earthquake, maybe flood.
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 Yeah. There was a meteor, right, that hit in Siberia ages ago. It didn't really affect anybody, or a comet. Yeah, meteor.
Yes, there
Yeah,
in the central part of Russia, yes.
yeah.
And
That's
Siberia.
kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like had it hit anywhere else, it would have been like really devastating. But yeah, just really interesting. Ksenia, can you ask Wilson the next question?
Wilson, are there ways we can prepare ourselves in advance to cope with disasters?
Yes, okay, and then mainly depending on the disasters, okay? If it's earthquake, you can follow the procedures, okay? When it starts the earthquake, you can go to a safer place. If it's a flood, uh, uh, you can go to a higher place, or you can use some emergency devices to cope with the flood.
Nice. Okay. That sounded good.
Mm.
Mainly depending on the disasters. Maybe instead of mainly depending, maybe it depends.
It depends on.
It depends on the disasters. Other than that, well done. Really nice job.
Okay.
And does anybody have any other questions on this page? Any questions? Okay. And let's go on to the next page. And let's have Ana Carolina, can you read through the words?
Vocabulary: hurricane, tornado, earthquake, explosion, chemical warfare, volcanic eruption, epidemics, pandemic, drought, flood.
Okay, well done. Good reading. Warfare, chemical warfare.
Warfare,
Good.
chemical warfare.
Nice. And does anybody have any questions here?
Drought. What is drought?
Okay, a drought. Ana Carolina, what's a drought?
Drought.
Um, a lack of rain, of water for um, a certain period of time, like what happened in São Paulo recently. You know, the reservoirs were empty.
Really?
Hmm.
I didn't know that the reservoirs are empty in Sao Paulo.
No,
Has it
No,
rained?
no, not totally empty.
it's in low level and never been
Low,
in yes, low
low,
level.
low level.
Okay, we're
Some,
at record low levels.
Hmm.
yes, exactly. A lot of neighborhoods had to get by without water.
Oh, that's really difficult. How did they choose the neighborhoods?
I don't know. I believe that the poorest neighborhoods had to suffer more.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
a shame. Um, okay. I think that's generally how it works out, but kind of a shame. Wilson, there's there seems to be a lot of noise coming from your microphone, so if you could just keep yourself muted when you're not speaking, that'd be really helpful. Just it's a little bit distracting. It's not a problem when you're speaking, but it's definitely there when you're not speaking. So just be aware of that. Carlos, welcome to class. Carlos, how's it going? Still nothing. Not sure what's up. Carlos, maybe leaving and coming back should help, but again, I'm not really sure what's up with your mic. Does anybody have any other questions here?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between war and warfare?
War. War is like a thing. They're both things. Bigger, more general, and warfare, a specific type of war waging. So we wage war, it's like the verb. Wage war. And so we have different types of warfare. We have chemical warfare, I don't know, aerial warfare. Yeah, you've got like warfare is just the way that you are going about fighting, and war is just like fighting. So warfare is just a little bit more specific.
Okay, so I can't say chemical war.
You could say not really. Like you could say there was a chemical war. It's a little bit strange. So you generally wouldn't. You'd say chemical warfare.
Okay.
Good question though. I wish I could answer that better. Yeah, pretty similar to war. Anyways, other questions?
Yes, epidemic is a pandemic. I think I don't get the difference.
Okay. Who can explain the difference between pandemic and epidemic?
Epidemic, it's smaller than pandemic. Epidemic can be in a school, in an office, maybe and pandemic, it's like global issue in many countries, maybe in all world.
Yeah, pandemic is bigger than an epidemic. So if that's the world, we could have an epidemic is something that affects this area, and a pandemic is something that affects a much bigger area. That was really well explained, by the way. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, good. And let's go on to the next page. I think we're with Julieta. Can you try the first one?
I have been in a hurricane once. The storm was huge, had high winds, and there was lots of rain. Okay, I was.
Yeah, if we remove once, I have been in a hurricane, you could say. But if you're talking about once, it just like it puts it more into the past. But yeah, I think that was good. Really nice job. What about the next one, Ksenia? Carlos. Sorry. Hold on, Ksenia. Carlos, are you there? You're muted.
Yes, I'm here.
There you go. What's up?
Everything.
You've got some mic problems, it sounds like. Like I can hear your voice, but it's
Yeah, maybe with my connection, something is wrong.
yeah, it sounds like that might be the case. Is there any way you could get a stronger connection or try going somewhere else? I'm not really sure.
It's okay. Let me see if I can fix it.
Okay. Um, okay, Ksenia, can you try the next one?
California has been experiencing
Nice.
a drought. A drought?
Route.
A drought for the past several years. It's getting really bad.
Awesome. And Wilson, what about the next one?
Okay, I think it's the First World War, yes?
Yeah, in World War One.
Okay, in the World War One, mustard gas and other chemical weapons were used by many countries.
Nice. Really well done. And Anna Carolina, what about the next one?
The flu epidemic,
That works. What's a better way to describe it? 500 million people is a lot.
pandemic
Yeah.
that occurred in 1918. I don't know if it is infected or had infected.
What do you think?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
Infected.
Yeah. Good guess. If you're saying had infected, it had infected 500 million people by the time it was over. So, interrupting event in the past would be the past perfect. You could also, generally, it's used in conditional statements. But in this case, it's just simple past because it happened. We don't have any interrupting events, anything like that. So, really well done. Anna, welcome back to class. Anna, how's it going?
Hello? Can you hear
Hey.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thanks. An old computer problem, as always. I'm great, thanks. Really glad to be in your class again.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have you again. Anna, can you try the last sentence?
Sure. If you go... No. If you'll be what in Pompeii during the drought, volcanic eruption, of course, you likely would sorry, it's a really tricky one. Sorry, I don't know what.
Don't be sorry. So this is a conditional statement. It would be in the third conditional because we're talking about an impossible situation in the past.
Oh, in the past.
Yeah, Pompeii was, the eruption happened quite a long time ago.
Of course, I knew that. Well, then, if you would, God, I don't know.
Okay, so who knows the first one? What should that tense be?
If you were,
Where's a little bit off?
Have been?
Yeah, had been. So we'd use the past perfect. Because again, it's in the past. Impossible situation in the past. If you're talking about an impossible situation, it could work. You know, we use the second conditional in places like this too. But if I were happier, I would have a party. This would be the second conditional. The third conditional would be something in the past. If you had been in Pompeii during the volcanic eruption, you likely would. What would we put here, Anna?
What's the last word? I don't know. What's fossilized?
Fossilized.
You likely would become.
So
Sorry,
fossilized.
I guess I have some sort of ADD.
ADD, that's not good, but not bad either. So these people are fossilized. They're people from Pompeii who have been fossilized. Another Pompeian. So some pretty like horrific images of just people in really uncomfortable positions. Yeah, does that make sense? So fossils are bones, or just
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
remains.
bad. Yeah, I'm sorry for them.
Yeah, I'm sorry for them too. But so, what are we looking at in Pompeii? How would we conjugate to be here?
Would were.
Not quite. So we use the past perfect.
Have then have been.
Would.
Have
Yeah,
been.
have been. Good. Can you read the whole thing?
If you had been in Pompeii during the volcanic eruption, you likely would have been fossilized.
Good. Really well done. Questions? All right, nice. Let's go on. Let's skip that for now. We could read a little bit about TB and epidemics. Let's have Juditha, can you read the title and until disease?
Epidemics, definition and characteristics. An epidemic is an unusual increase in the number of cases of an infection diseases. An epidemic is an unusual increase in the number of cases of an infectious disease, which already exists in a certain region of a population. It can also refer to the appearance of a significant number of cases of an infection disease in a region of a population that is usually free from that disease.
Really well done. Infectious.
Infectious.
Yep. And region.
Region.
And other than that, sounded good. Does anybody have any questions in that first part? Okay. Ksenia, can you read the next part until development?
And can you help me with the first word?
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis is the single most deadly infectious disease and kills 2 million people each year. Of the 8 million new cases annually, 95% are in developing countries. Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa are the hardest hit, but Eastern Europe has recently seen a major increase in the incidence and deaths related to TB after many years of steady decline, and estimated 75% of people with TB are between the ages of 15 and 44, which is seriously damaging socioeconomic development.
Yeah, okay. Nice job. Major.
Major.
Yeah, major increase and damaging.
Damaging.
Good. Well done. And does anybody have any questions here? All right. Wilson, can you read the next little paragraph?
Okay. In 1993, the World Health Organization launched the Stop Tuberculosis Initiative in response to the growing crisis. Since in 1998, the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies has been working closely with the national societies and the WHO to control the tuberculosis epidemic in Eastern Europe. These efforts were initially intended to serve as pilot projects to gain experience and to provide assistance to the patients and their families. Such programs have shown that there is an urgent need to scale up the activities in order to have a greater impact on the epidemic worldwide.
Okay, good. Red Crescent.
Red Crescent. Red Crescent.
Good. And TB. TB epidemic.
TB epidemic. Okay. TB stands for tuberculosis, is that okay?
Yeah. TB
Okay.
is tuberculosis.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Nice. And urgent. Can you repeat urgent?
Urgent. Urgent. Okay. Urgent.
Well done. Okay. And does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Let's look at some idioms. And let's have Anna Carolina. Can you read through the idioms?
Idiom, a disaster area, a, a recipe for disaster, a bow in a China stop, weather the storm.
Okay. Disaster recipe for disaster. That sounded good. And Anna Carolina, did you know any of these?
I can guess. I can try to guess. Um, mm, I'm not sure. The last one maybe. I guess whether the storm must mean to make a situation better, a bad situation to become better, or something like that, teacher.
Ooh, you're really close. To make a bad situation better, whether the storm is really passive.
To wait the situation to become better.
Yeah, to wait until the situation
I
becomes
took a shot
in the
in
dark.
my name. Yes.
That was good. Perfect. So to wait until the situation becomes better. How would you use that in a sentence, Anna?
Me or?
Anna, the other Anna.
Okay, thank God.
Well, my just a second. I was taking my final exam the other day, and it was really hard, but I managed to weather the storm.
Nice. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, it's a perfect sentence. Another, yeah, I think that was really great. Things that we weather the storm, like if the economic situation is really bad, you can try to weather the storm until the economics get better, in which you can start making money again. So weathering the storm is just trying to survive a period of time when things are bad in order to get to better times, having survived, I suppose. But that was really good. So you can weather the storm if you're taking a hard exam. It's nice. Julieta, what about another one of these? Do you know any of the others?
I can guess a recipe for a disaster.
Recipe.
A recipe.
Okay. What do you think it is?
I think it is that you have all the ingredients for a disaster.
Sentence?
What did you say? Sorry.
Can you make a sentence?
Okay. Take the bus and going to the gym was a recipe for disaster because I lost my phone.
Good. Okay. And so, taking the bus and going to the gym was a recipe for disaster because I lost my phone. Yeah. Okay. We could also have recipes for disaster, if you're at a wedding, you'd be sitting Aunt Lucy and Uncle Mark next to each other at the same table at the wedding is a recipe for disaster. They will fight. Yeah, something like that too. All the ingredients for disaster, especially putting two people together. Yeah, good. Ksenia, what about another one of these?
A bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bull. It's like a person who distract everything, or not. It's not how to say. Distract.
Roll.
Distract. No, I don't know another word. Destroys. Yes, destroys everything on his way.
Everything on his way?
Yes.
Not
It's
on.
like a clumsy person. So if he maybe at someone's house, and for sure he will broke something, like a cup of something, or I don't know. So he broke.
That's definitely good. It's not on his way though. It's close. So the preposition ends in an N, has two letters.
On?
Not on.
At?
It ends in an N.
In?
Yeah,
I don't
in
know.
his way. He destroys everything in his way. Yeah, good. Okay, and Ksenia, bull in a china shop. Can you use it in a sentence?
I don't like to invite her at my house because she acts like a bull in a china shop.
Like a bull, not a bill, in a china shop. Good, really well done. And what about the next one, Wilson?
Disaster area, yes?
Yep.
Okay, the last one. Okay, disaster area. I think the meaning is clear. I think it's the area that is affected by something, a disaster.
Yeah, by a disaster.
Or
that's legitimately true. You know, we have a disaster area. We use it idiomatically in reference to what?
It's the place where happens something
Again,
Or,
that's
or
literally.
yes. Okay. Yes, I can get the meaning of this, John.
Okay, what's a place that's affected by a disaster? What does that look like? What do those places look like?
Mm, no, I don't know.
So, you're really close. An area that is affected by a disaster. That's what you said.
Yes.
What does a place that has been affected by a disaster look like?
Look like.
What is the image that you see? Like, what is that place like? Is it really clean and neat?
No, it's not clean. Depends on the disaster. Okay, if it's a hurricane, if it's a flood, and the area that's affected by the flood, the hurricane,
Uh-huh.
and
But basically,
it's destroyed or it's
yes.
destroyed.
Destroyed,
Destroyed.
messy,
Okay.
not clean. No
No.
matter what disaster, generally a disaster area is destroyed or messy or not clean. So what my mom used to say to me was, Josh, in your room, looks like a disaster area.
Okay.
So a disaster area is a really messy room or house or area. Um, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, okay, good. Does anybody have any questions here on this page? All right. And let's not do that. Let's have Wilson. Can you ask Anna Carolina the first question?
Yes, Ana Carolina, what are examples of man-made disasters?
A chemical warfare and
More
nuclear.
specifically.
Sorry, teacher.
Keep going. Well, yeah, keep going.
A chemical warfare, for instance, when they were uh, once putting no treating people with anthrax, a white powder that was a bacterial,
Uh,
a nuclear explosion, a nuclear accident like um, what's the name, teacher? I forgot. Yes, Fukushima. Um, what else? The government here is a man-made disaster.
it's a man-made disaster. Okay. Nice. That was good. Really nicely done. Okay. And Anna Carolina, can you ask Anna the next question?
If you had oh no, if you had the power to stop a natural disaster that has happened in the past, which would you choose and why?
Thank you for your question, Anna. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is a flood in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Is that okay to say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. We need to change this article.
Is the
Yeah. The flood in New Orleans. Okay. Yeah. Definitely that was a big one. Okay. I guess why that one and not another one?
I don't know, it just was the first that came to my mind. Of course, there are also other natural disasters.
Okay. Yeah, good. The first what that came to my mind?
Happened. So I guess I would just stuck and wouldn't choose anything because I would be unable to choose one of them.
Oh, that's a big choice too, not choosing anything. Yeah, I mean, it's a really hard decision. But it was the first what that came to mind. We're missing a word.
Thing.
Yeah, it was the first thing that came to mind. Okay. And yeah, good. It's a really hard question. Anna, can you ask Julieta the next question?
And Julieta, how do you think you would react in a disaster?
I don't know. Usually I have cold blood, but mm, I don't know if someone that is my relatives will be in the disaster. Maybe I will not so.
What so?
Um, I mm, I will not so. How can I say
Hypothetical
that?
situation.
Hypothetical. Oh, I will not.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
Hmm.
be so courageous.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's always hard to know unless we're in a disaster how we would react to being in one. But I think that's a good answer. All right.
Well, what is cold blood? Cold blood.
Giulietta?
Cold blood is when you do not feel the stress of the situation and you can handle the situation even if it's really hard.
Good. Exactly. Um, yeah. Does that make sense, Wilson?
Yes, yes, okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
And yeah. Any other questions? All right, let's go on. See what we've got. Oh, let's try this. And let's start with Ksenia. Can you read the first roll? And Wilson, can you read the second roll?
You think you should go to the hurricane shelter to weather the storm with the rest of the town.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
You think it would be? I think it would be the best to weather the storm in the basement. You have lots of supplies and it should be safe.
Good. Any questions here? Okay, let's start with Ksenia. How would you start out?
I think we should go to the town shelter. Um, there are a lot of food, um, games, and aid.
There are.
There is
There's a lot of food.
games and aid.
Yeah. There's a lot of food, games, and aid. Yeah, okay. And Wilson, how would you respond?
Okay, let me think. Uh, The idea is to argue. We have two options, and the idea is to defend the point of view of each option. Is that? I don't know this kind of role play.
Yeah. So you're trying to like argue you don't want to go to the storm shelter.
I prefer to go to the basement. Is that? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think going to the basement is safer because you can quickly go there and you'll be safer and less time. Uh,
In less time.
yeah.
All right.
And you be with your family. You take care of your family because they will be close to you.
Emily
Maybe?
does. Okay. You take care of your family. We would probably say you can take care of your family
You
because they'll
can.
be close to you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Ana
Okay.
Carolina, how would you respond?
You are not seeing things clearly. Listen to me. You are going to stay secluded with your family in the basement. Why are you such a stubborn person? You are stubborn as a mule.
Stubborn,
That
stubborn,
stubborn, stubborn.
stubborn, stubborn.
Yes, you are this way. And you cannot understand it. I'm going to dumb it down for you. Everyone is going to the shelter. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Uh,
Dumb.
uh-huh. I don't know if you're saying that in telling me to write that or if you're saying that in the role play.
In the whole play, teacher.
Okay, dumb. Okay, so dum 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 DUMB.
I learned it today. Do, did you think that I was being impolite with you?
No, I just spelled dumb wrong. I didn't know if you were trying to tell me how to spell it again. Good. Nice. That was good. And Anna, how would you respond?
Well, Dumb and Dumber. That was funny. Well, um, well, it's really nice of you to call me dumb, but you know me, the golden rule of mine, never follow the crowd, and I think there could be, on the top of it, various diseases spreading in this shelter, many people, I don't know them, and I don't trust all those people. So I'd better stay here in my safe basement.
In my safe basement. Nice. That was really good. Um, Never follow the crowd. Okay, and Julieta, how would you respond?
But we don't know how long the storm will stay, and they have there all everything we'll need.
They have there?
Mhm.
Um, we need to change the order of this.
They there they have.
Yeah, there they have everything we'll need, or they have everything we'll need there.
Oh, mhm.
I think sounds probably the best. Um, okay, good. And okay, Ksenia, how would you respond?
Okay, and what about all my dogs and cats? I don't want to um, let them die in this house, so I'm going to take all of them to the basement and weather the storm with them.
Nice. Okay. And Wilson?
Yeah, I agree with her. Okay, I would stay in the basement. So I need to. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, let
you
me
can
think.
like give in if you want. You can be like, all right, I guess if you want to stay in the basement with your animals, you can do that.
Okay. But if you stay with your animals in the basement, I think it could be um as a health problem because the animals will be in a closed space and then it's in a lot of mass and I think it's not good for the health. Okay.
It it won't be good for your health.
Yes, it won't be good for your health in a disaster situation.
Okay. And they will make a big mess.
They will make a big mess. Yes.
Yeah. All right. And Carolina?
I believe that the shelter is going to be a bigger mess, and I'd rather stay with my animals than surrounded by a lot of people that I don't know and germs and all those germs and people that smell bad and people
Yeah.
that I don't know.
Okay. Good.
No,
Maybe Anna, let's start to finish it up.
So I'm for the shelter now, right?
You're the person for the shelter, yeah.
Uh-huh. So you must be insane um uh, to to choose a basement over the shelter, because the shelter is bigger and more stable and less likely to blow up with wind.
Blow over.
Blow over.
Um,
Yeah, that's
bl-
right. Thanks.
yeah, no, that's okay. Blow up would be like an explosion, so something
Sure,
kind
sure, I knew that, but I just didn't have a better idea.
as that was.
So it's blow over then.
Yeah, and is less likely to be blown over, so passive.
Blown over. Mm.
Yeah, to be blown over. Okay, maybe Juliet, the last line.
Okay, I agree with you. We must hurry up because it's almost there.
Must hurry. Because it's almost where?
Here.
Yeah, good. Nice job. Blow over is if you've got like a house. Um, yeah, you got a house and the house like tips over. So, yeah, I don't really. If you like blow over a house, it would go on its side. Um, just like to tip something over. Yeah, if you think about the three pigs and the wolf, um, for sure the wolf will blow the house down. Um,
And a earthquake, the buildings blow over. Is that?
The buildings, we would probably say in an earthquake the buildings will collapse. Wind blows something over because blowing is like the sound. It also means to pass. In what way, Anna?
Well, in the way that go by, like the storm. No, not the storm. Well, oh well, like
Blow over, yeah. Oh, you're totally
well,
right. Okay, so yeah, what you're saying is the storm will blow over, it will go past. So like, don't worry about it. It'll all blow over soon, you could say.
or a difficult situation, like the boss is angry and you're saying your colleague, you just wait a little bit, it'll blow over.
Exactly. The situation will pass. Good. Yeah, that's perfect. So that is another way it could be used. Any other questions? Okay. We are actually, I just saw this, we are out of time. I've got another class after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully see you soon.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you, Joshua.
Bye.